Hello and welcome. In today's video, we'll learn class 6 science chapter 1 food, where does it come from. So in this video, we'll learn what is food, food variety, food sources and food materials. So let's start with food. What is food? Whenever we feel hungry, we run to the kitchen. For what? For getting the food. So food gives us energy. So food is our need. Why we need the food? To get the energy. In other terms, if you want to understand, a bus or a car also needs some energy to run. So where they get the energy to run? From the petrol or diesel. So petrol and diesel is a food for the car and buses. So energy we get from the food. Why do we need this energy? For our growth. Growth means every year we increase in our height. So that height, and sometimes we put on weight also. So that height and weight we get from the food in the form of energy. Now repair and maintenance. What is repair and maintenance? Whenever we get hurt, our body tends to heal that hurt. We apply some ointment and lotion also, but then that body has that property to heal itself. And maintenance, whenever we get sick or ill, that we need to maintain our temperature and weight also. For that, body needs energy. Again, that energy comes from food. Now the next thing is fight against diseases. There are so many bacteria and viruses in the environment. We have to fight with them to get our body safe. So to fight with that bacteria and diseases, we again need some energy, and that energy again comes from the food. So food is our need. Why? To get the energy, and that energy helps us to grow, to repair and maintenance the body and fight against diseases. So every living being needs food. So living beings are we as humans, then birds, and then animals also. So all these needs food, and they depend on some food sources to get their food. But there is one living being which doesn't depend on anyone to their food, that is plant. Plant is a self producer of their food. They produce their own food. They are not dependent on anyone to get their food. So now comes the variety of food. What is variety of the food? In breakfast, lunch and in dinner also we eat different food. Why? To get the variety of the food. So why we need the different food in everything? One thing is that we get bored of same type of food. Yeah, we need some change in the food. That's why we go to some hotels and restaurants also to get the new things. And the other thing, we eat the variety of the food, we get all the nutrients which we need to grow our body. So now variety of food comes by the 4 factors. What are these 4 factors? First is habit, second is lifestyle, third is taste, and fourth one is availability. So we'll talk about availability first. What is availability of the food? As we know, in North India we eat chapati more. In North India wheat is grown more. Why? Because the location and the climate of the North India supports the wheat growth. So people here in North India eat chapati, paratha and puri more, which all three are made from wheat. Instead of that, in South India people eat rice more in the form of dosa, idli and in other things which they use rice. So why? Because in South India the environment and the climate supports the growth of rice. So people eat rice in South India and people eat wheat in North India because of the availability of these food items. So this constitutes of variety of the food. Now coming to the taste. Taste also constitutes the variety of the food. Why? Because taste, some people like the spicy food, some people like sweet food. So according to their taste they eat the food and creates the variety of the food. Now comes to the lifestyle. Lifestyle also creates the variety of the food. How? Poor people cannot afford the rich people diet. So rich people have 3-4 dishes in their diets, but the poor people can have only 1 or 2 dishes in their diet. So lifestyle also creates the variety of the food. Next thing is habit. So habit also dependent on the availability of the food. So the food which is available to that area becomes the habit of that area people. Like in North India wheat is more, so North Indian people have habit to eat the chapati, paratha and puri, which all are made from wheat. Instead of that, South India people eat rice items more because rice is easily available there. Same thing with the oil also. In North India people use mustard and refined oil more. But in South India people use coconut oil. Why? Because coconut is grown more in South India and easily available in the South India. So that comes under variety of the food. Now next thing is ingredients. What are ingredients? The materials which we need to make a food are called ingredients. Materials needed to prepare the food are called ingredients. So let's see with the boiled rice. Boiled rice, what we need to make the boiled rice? First thing is rice of course, and then water, and sometimes people add salt also. In case of chapati, just now we discussed, we need wheat flour to make the dough, and to make the dough we need water also. Then we make chapati of that. Now vegetable curry, for vegetable curry we need any vegetable, that could be carrot, brinjal, radish, anything whatever you like. Then spices, then water, and then salt, that we need for vegetable curry, or we can say vegetable sabji also. Now again idli, rice, urad dal and water. So these ingredients are the materials which we need to prepare the food. So now these ingredients, from where we get? There could be some sources of that. So food sources. Now the next heading is food sources. Next topic is food sources. So food sources, from these materials from where we get are the called food sources. There are mainly two food sources, plants and animals. Mainly all items which we eat are comes from plant or animal. So plant, any form we can eat, root, leaf, that we discuss in next slide. And for animals we eat meat, milk and egg. So meat we get from the animals and milk and eggs are the byproduct. So plants and animals, let's discuss one food item which could be made of plant or animal. So in making kheer or payasam we need rice, which is a plant product, we need milk, which is an animal product, and sugarcane again is a plant product. So food sources, the material from where we get are called food sources. There are two food sources, plants and animals. So now we will discuss about the food source plant, of which part we eat what thing. So now this is a plant. Let's draw some roots here. These are leaves. Now let's draw one flower here, and then flower becomes fruit, and then this fruit becomes the seed. Okay, so these 6 plant parts are there: root, leaves, stem, flower, fruit and seed. So I have written all these here. So now we will see which plant part we eat as a root, stem, leaf, flower, fruit and seeds. Not from the same plant, different plant, different items we eat. So for root, if we talk about, we eat carrot as a root, we eat radish as a root. Other things are also there, other plants are also there which we eat root. I am discussing about two only. Now stem potato is a stem which we eat, and then sugar cane is also a stem. From sugar cane we get sugar. Now if we talk about leaf, spinach is a leaf, and then fenugreek is also a leaf. Now we come to the flower. Flower we eat of cauliflower, and we eat of broccoli flower also. And in South India again people eat banana flower as a vegetable also. Now if we talk about fruit, there are many: banana, then mango, many fruits are there, you can write any. Then seeds, wheat, rice, and then pulses are also seed. So what we saw now, the plant parts which we eat as root, stem, leaf, flower, fruit and seed. Now comes animals as a food. Second source of food is animal. First source was plant, which we talk about root, stem, leaf, flower, fruit, seed. Animal as a food we eat, just now we discussed meat, then milk, then eggs. So this is animals as a food. Now next thing, we will do some revision of these whatever we learned till now. Food variety. Food variety is what? Variety in the food, different kinds of food. Different kinds of food. What causes variety of the food? Yeah, correct. First is availability, second is habit, third is lifestyle, and fourth of course is taste. So this all four factors contributes to the variety of the food. Now food material. Food material need to prepare any food we need some ingredients that are called food material. To prepare any food we need some materials that are called food material, or you can say food ingredients. Now food sources. Food sources are what? We get our food, we depend on some sources to get the food. So what are food sources? We get the food from that source. What are these sources? Plant and animal. To get the food material we need some food sources. So what are these sources? Plant and animals. Now okay, we will do some quick revision by quiz. Ingredients for idli. Idli needs rice. For making of idli we need rice, water and little bit of urad dal also. Then name a plant of which we eat both leaves and seed. It's correct, fenugreek. Fenugreek we eat as a vegetable also, and we use as a spice also. Name two plants of which we eat roots. Just now we did carrot and radish also. Now what is habit of food? What is habit of food? It's inclination towards a food because of its availability. Inclination towards a food. Like we belong to North India, so we prefer chapati. If we belong to South India, we prefer rice. So this is food habit. What next? In next video what we will learn? Animals as food, food for animals, what they animals eat, and then categorization of animals, means herbivores, carnivores, on their food, on dependent on their food, what are the categories of animals. So if you like the video, please like, share, subscribe. For watching, thank you.